I want us to be as good as we can be. I want us to be very competitive in the league. I want us to have teams appearing in the NCAA, tournaments. I want our student athletes to come through our program and look back and say, hey, I had a great experience.
With the help of everybody here, community-wise and everything, I learned to become not only a scorer or a winner. I learned how to become a very good teammate and a better leader in the fact that I understand things better than I did when I first came here.
Being an athlete is a great thing, and a lot of recognition came my way, but none of it would have meant anything if I wouldn't have built my leadership skills and my ability to communicate with people and to listen to people. At the end of my life, that I want to be known for a champion, to be someone that listened and someone that really put forth effort to other people's lives instead of just my own.
So as we look at the kinds of things that we're talking about that this type of external support can provide, there are a lot of areas. It's not just new uniforms, it's not just a new facility, it's providing those students with the type of involvement that they deserve.
As a member of the Midwest Conference, our goal is to have a first-rate athletic experience for all of our student athletes. This, of course, does not come inexpensively. We've made a commitment on this campus to hire our first ever full-time director of intercollegiate athletics. Joe Baker started this past year and has had a wonderful year bringing staff and student athletes together to coalesce around the importance of being competitive as a broad-based program.
This past year we had 3 teams that won conference championships who went on to the NCAAs. We had another team that didn't win a conference championship but still went to the NCAAs. So I mean, again, it is not a point that we're, rock bottom, because we're already a competitive program. But again, I think there's some things that we can do as an administration in athletics and campus-wide that can help take us to enhance our opportunities in that level, in that area.
One of the commitments that Joe Baker has made is to increase the number of full-time employees in intercollegiate athletics. By that I mean, in the past we've had some coaches who have been head coaches, but quite frankly have been only part-time employees. Joe's position, and mine too, is that if you have a full-time employee, they are more available to your student athlete on a regular basis. And we certainly care about our student athletes and want our coaches to be committed not just to their sport for part of the time, but to Carroll for the full time. So those steps have certainly enhanced intercollegiate athletics.
The athletic experience develops their teamwork, their unselfishness, their sense of being a part of something greater than themselves, and just being somebody that we feel is a great ambassador of Carroll University when they leave here. Athletics really forces a young man or a young woman to think about everything beyond them and in a bigger picture, and I think that helps develop them down the road for all of the different things that they're going to experience, being a part of a family, being unselfish in their endeavors, helping other people, giving back, and having a sense of community. And I think that we really do a good job as coaches and in an athletic department in developing that here.
Playing football and track here was amazing. Best 4 years combined I've had in sports in my entire life. Champions for Life is lessons, I think, that is taught through sports. It's all about what you learn and within the sport that apply to real life. Dedication and hard work and just work ethic can apply through anything, not just sports.
They really evolve into young adults that are going to leave here and take on a career and become professionals in their community and continue to represent Carroll as they go on through their life. And what is really neat to see is how they stay engaged with each other and how they always stay in touch. And the alumni events are just so special to bring them back And I think they serve as role models to the current student athletes too, that they can see, wow, these people went through a program, they went to Carroll, and look at how successful they've become, how happy they are.
I'm a firm believer in, if you run good, solid programs, winning and losing takes care of itself. If you don't, winning and losing takes care of itself. So from an infrastructure standpoint, I want to work towards providing them all the things they need to be successful.